Here we are at the Langstroth hive. It's August the 14th, about 11:40 in the morning. We just completed our inspection of the Lands hive. As I mentioned on that video, I will be making two videos today. There's pollen coming in. There's quite a bit of activity. I didn't bring any sugar syrup with me today for either hive. I haven't fed the Lands near as much as I fed this hive. And it appears that the queen has slowed down on her laying and stuff in the Lands hive. We'll see what happens in this hive. I'll be back in just a moment. Here we are in the upper box. This is the frame that I moved up from the bottom box here recently. If you can see, there's two bees after a hive beetle that's in the comb. There he goes. And he got away. But there's a little bit of comb on here. It was left over from when I moved it up. They've removed a lot of the stores that were in that comb. On the other side, there's a little bit of burr comb, which I'm going to take off of here. Again, these are plastic frames that I haven't got waxed yet, so I'm going to have to still try to get me some wax and wax these frames. This is the other frame that I moved up that has the wax foundation. It appears that they've moved some of the stores. There's still quite a bit of nectar and capped honey up here. One of these days, once they've moved all their resources out of it, I'm going to cut this piece of comb off that's built up off of the foundation. But at this time, I'm going to leave it for them. As I said earlier, I didn't bring any sugar syrup with me today. This feeder is empty. I don't know. I'm debating on whether to bring some tomorrow and put some in each one of the feeders, or let them forage on their own for right now. I'll see after I've finished inspecting this hive. Well, there are a lot of bees in this part of the hive. I'm going to open it up and see if they're working on any of the frames that I put in there, empty frames that I put in there for them to work on. So I'll be back in a minute. This is one of the empty frames. Looks like they've drawn out quite a bit of comb on it. It's the one to the far right of the hive from the back. They've got some nectar and stuff in it. There was a piece between it and the adjacent frame that fell down into the hive that I'll have to get out. This is that adjacent frame. And there's a piece of comb that fell off, so I'll have to pull up that out of there. This frame has a lot of capped brood, nectar, some honey. It's a heavy frame. There's a lot of bees on it. As you can see, there's a lot of pollen on the bees that are in this hive, so they're finding resources somewhere. I'm not sure what they are, but there's quite a few bees that's got the pollen on them. And there's the piece of honeycomb I dropped down into the hive. So I'm not sure if I'm going to get that to stick to a frame. I may have to just recoup that and use it for waxing the foundation. I might put it on top. There's some nectar in this, so I may put it on top of the frames like I did the last time and let them rub that out before I take it from them. Well, there's the queen. This frame's got a lot of capped brood on it. It's also got capped honey, but both sides are full of capped brood. So this hive is going to be increasing in size here very soon. Hopefully just in time for the nectar flow. And they'll be able to put away a lot of stores for the winter. There's another one of the frames they're building out. It's got plenty of room for nectar. It's got a lot of open cells. There's not much in it, but it's looking nice. Here's another frame with a lot of cat brood. This is a heavy frame. It's got nectar and cat brood. There's some open larvae there. I don't see any pollen. Well, there's some pollen. There's some pollen in it too, so they're doing well. Here's another place where they've built off the other frame. The frame adjacent to it, that's this one here, is a foundationless frame that I put in, and evidently they started it on the adjacent frame and didn't connect it to this foundationless frame very well. So when I took it apart, it stuck to the frame with the comb on it, so I'm going to have to see if I can fix that. Another frame filled with cat brood. It's one of the frames I put in on July the 24th. Got a lot of honey across the top, or open nectar rather, but there's a lot of cat brood on this frame. All right, here's what that frame looks like after I put the 3 pieces of comb on it, so we'll see how they fix that next time we're out here. Okay, well, we got it put back together. We'll see how they do in the next week. Probably won't have a video next weekend. My wife and I are going to be out of town on vacation, but I may do one on Thursday or the following Tuesday when we get back. So I'll be back in a minute to close this video out. Okay, well, we're all put back together. I did get one sting through my nitrile glove on my right hand when I reached down into the hive to pick out those pieces of comb, but other than that, they were pretty calm today. I don't know if they knew it was my birthday or not, but maybe they did. Who knows? So there's still pollen coming into this hive. I still haven't decided for sure whether I'm going to put any sugar syrup in it right away or not. I'm going to think about it. I probably won't until I get back from vacation. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video, and if you did, if you would subscribe and hit that like button. If you know anybody who's interested in bees or just would like to follow along, would you send it to their friends and family and share my videos. So until next time, I'll see you at the apiary.